Well, I think that the pop-up museum is an example of it. Essentially, I suppose you had the employers' federation. The employers came together in this federation group and decided that the Irish Transport and General Workers Union was a union in name only, and that they weren't going to have anything to do with it, and they were going to lock out anybody who had anything to do with that union. Mm-hmm. The other unions basically rode in behind the employers. I think were hoping to split the unions between, mm-hmm. They hoped to isolate the transport union, but the other unions rode in behind it, and they refused to accept the employer's document that set out an undertaking that people wouldn't join or remain members of the transport union. So you had this big conflict developed, 25,000 people, out of work in the city, in Dublin.
By 1901, when he was about 10, he was born in February 1891, and incidentally he was the second youngest of those executed after the Easter Rising. One thing that you spot from his birth cert would have been, or from the census of that year, was that he spoke both Irish and English. Perhaps not unusual coming through the Christian Brothers, because they were the first religious order to advocate or to actually begin teaching Irish in schools. So Houston had obviously gotten interested in this. By 1907, and I should say that by that time his father was gone to London. The reasons why, we don't know. Did he go over there working? When on the eve of Houston's execution, he wrote a kind of letter to his father that was faintly embittered and mentioned he hadn't seen his father for years. But he knew that his mother could get that letter to his father. So had the father just gone to London for work and the family bonds had dissolved? Was there another estrangement? We don't know. We can't know. But we do know the father wasn't there. And that meant that, in later life, Sean Houston became the regular breadwinner of his family. Or to give him his baptised name, John Joseph Houston.